Alright, so it looks like this is going to be the knife round right now. Just give you a roster rundown. Well, actually, I'm not, because, well, yeah, I am. I'm going to give you guys a roster rundown while they're throwing around. We're going to have Tux, Laz, Doyle, Soup, and Panther for your welcome team on the CT side right now through the knife, as knife trades are going to be coming in. And this knife round looks like it's going to go in favor of 4v1P, and it does. So, like I said, Tux, Laz, Doyle, Soup, and Panther for your welcome. And we have Tivu, Bear Trap, Razzle, Mr. Lee, and Zenis for your... looks like they're going to stay T-side. Did they say they were going to stay T-side? I don't think they decided yet, but that's for 4v1P right now. Yeah, we are going to be switching, so 4v1P is going to be taking the CT side, and you're welcome. You're going to be rolling out on the T side. So let's see what they can do, taking this defensive side, or taking this T side first, going on to the offense to start it off.
Well, you're welcome. What I saw them do yesterday, I know Pistol just happened, so I don't know who won, but they call crushed, which I was very happy to see. I don't know if they're going to do the same strat here. The You're Welcome's T sides seem to be really hyper passive, where 4v1P likes to play aggressive CT, so it'll be an interesting matchup when we get to gun rounds. I mean, it might just come down to who's getting better shots off, because I mean, when a team plays hyper passive and there's someone playing hyper aggressive, usually you just meet at certain areas of the map and you're just having aim map type situations.
And it looks like right off the bat here, we're going to have 4 sets of armor for the T side, 2 on CT. We got full nades on Tux. He's going to be the one leading this try. As we're going to have a hall push coming out here straight out of the boiler. 2 going down hall. As this Mr. Lee's just going to be trying to pop a couple in the back. He doesn't hit anybody as 2 kills are already going to come in. 1 for Laz, 1 for Doyle. Putting this round 3-5 advantage as Doyle's going to come back, try and get Mr. Lee in parkments, and he gets him down. It's going to be down to Zenis and Tivu trying to rotate in. Probably just get a couple exits here because... they do not have a kit, they both have kits. It's going to be pushing in as Zenis is going to find 1 in the back of the site when there was 2 there, and that round's going to go in favor of You're Welcome, and it's going to be a flawless victory.
And they did do that. I think I looked away for a second, but it looked like a hall crush to me. So they're sticking with they're so aggressive on their pistol, yet when their gun rounds kick in, they get so passive. Some strange calling, but I mean, their T-side yesterday was really good. So, good pickup by them there. Securing hopefully 3 rounds unless they get ecoed.
And it doesn't look like we're going to see anything real fancy from our CT-sided team, as they're just going to throw a couple nades down mid and then just go to a regular 2-3 setup. 1 is pushed up into boiler. That player is going to be Bear Trap. He's going to pop back down. He does have a 5.7 in hand, so we have 2 5.7s, a P250, and some CZs for the CT side, and full Galils for our T-sided team. As we're just going to see 2 players pushed up towards B for that CT or for that T team, and see if they're going to probably try an entry in here and see what they can find. Is they are going to run into 2 players into sight shortly, which is going to be Zenis and our Tivu player who's hanging in there. So we'll see how this ends up going down. His bomb is going to get picked up as it was dropped down at the bottom of T stairs, and looks like it's going to work up towards B. And it's probably going to be a 5B push into those 2 CT players that I previously mentioned. Here comes Tux with the smoke on the cross. They are going to smoke off the rotator, which is going to be a Razzle right now. As here they come into the site, they're going to have 1 to deal with in Noob. The other player is going to be in second orange as Noob goes down. Tivu, though, gets 2 in return, so good trades for them so far, but that rotate in from Razzle doesn't help out, and it's going to be 2v3 right now. 2 5.7s, 1 with head armor coming in, other one no armor at all from Bear Trap. We'll see if they can get a couple of X's or something right now. As Mr. Lee's going to be fighting the guy in Noob, he's not going to pick up the kill right off the bat, but Bear Trap's going to try and come around and get the kill. It doesn't happen for him. Soup ends up spraying down Mr. Lee in the main area, the little main corridor, as he's going to come out, try and pick up that kill on Bear Trap. Not going to happen off the bat. Bear Trap's still trying to fight. He's got 23 HP. He's just trying to hold him in bomb side, try and get some guns down. He does get 1. He does have 2 more to contest with. They still haven't hit him as he's been in the back of the site since the beginning. As, there we go, Soup finally gets him down. And are they going to escape the bomb? Yes, they do. They get out just
barely.
in time. Just barely.
Yeah.
The bomb was about to blow up on him there.
Pretty standard eco there. I mean, you could even say maybe the CTs were a little bit happy with that when they got some guns down. Almost got all of them if that bomb was just to go off there. But they're taking it really slow, and I expected to see a 0-3 here right away. But gun round will be a real deciding factor for this team. And I'm actually surprised this Inferno, this is Vito to Inferno. I'll talk about that after this round, but I'll let you take it away from here, seeing as how people are shooting.
Yeah, people are shooting. We are having a fight in middle. We do have all pistols, all upgraded pistols again on the CT side. Three of the players upgraded for AKs for our T side team. So we're gonna see what they can do here. As Soup, even though he has a Galil in hand, opting to use that P2 or that 5-7 as Laz is gonna get the first kill. Over one more goes down over at B. So you got one player at A, one player at B, and then they got two players coming down mid. One player all the way down at the bottom mid for CT. That's gonna be Bear Trap. Two kills coming in from Tvu. Can Bear Trap pick up the next one in the middle area on T stairs? No, he's not. He is gonna take Soup all the way down to 13 HP. Now it's gonna be a 2v5. A rifle, a 2v5, what am I talking about? 2v3, rifle in the hand of Tvu, and they're going to be rotating to the wrong bomb site, and they're going to find out very shortly that it's not here. As it looks like they're just going to pick up their guns and probably just save this one out and go for the next round win. As they're just going to have Tvu just hanging out in the B-bomb site, and Razzle's getting a little pushy, trying to rotate over maybe to library, outside of library, and get one more player.
He's probably trying to look for an AK here. next round they're gonna be buying AKs anyway, so he figures take away some money, let's get an AK possibly. But it looks like he's not gonna get anything from it. He might stick to the Galil next round, but like I was saying before, I'm surprised this went to Inferno because I felt like You're Welcome played a really good Inferno, and 4v1 should have seen this. I don't know if they should have rewatched the VODs, but they should have been here like later on into the night just to see the match. But this is a map I think You're Welcome is very happy to play. They already won pistol once. If they win this gun round as well, like I'm favored 4v1. If they didn't look to see how You're Welcome was playing, they could be in trouble here.
Yeah, and it is it's going to be our first gun round starting off now. Is full rifles on the CT side. We do have it in the hand of Soup, who passed away from the bomb explosion last round, so he didn't get to keep his Galil. But all AKs up. We're going to have an aggressive kind of apartment push. As Bear Trap's going to get the first kill of the map, or of the round rather, as three players are already going to be pushed up into apps for our T-sided team. Is they're going to be trying to work around, try and find something here, but there is no one contesting it at this moment. For the CT side, we got one under porch, one in A site, and one rotating towards pit, with your standard two at B site. That player in pit is going to be Bear Trap, so he did pick up the first kill, didn't take any damage off of that, and rotated back. We're going to see what's going on in the minds of our CT or our T-sided team. All four players confined to that small area by wagon, as they have all dropped out of apps now. And looks like they're about to start working on mid, try and maybe take a mid take here. No smokes down so far, not trying to give themselves away, just holding some angles, trying to possibly pick up a kill or two here. But it's a really, really passive setup outside from the one from Porches. Here they come in. They're going to come out. There is going to be one player under Porch. He's going to get immediately offed and taken down by Soup, as Doyle is just going to miss the rotate towards Arch. So here they come with the bomb site wrap. They're going to find Razzle in sight, but are they going to get the kill on off the bat? Razzle does get one before he gets traded, and Doyle is going to get another guy in pit as Tvu comes around and gets the kill from the back. So it's going to be 2 versus 2. Mind you, Soup ran into sight and did get an amazing, I believe it was, I don't know if it was a quick scope or a no scope. I wasn't watching him, but Soup is going to go down to Zenith, and it's going to be all on Panther, who gets one. He's got one more left up. He's going to be in the ass. Can he pick up the kill? No, he does, and Tvu comes in with the clutch, getting the round, making it 3-1, but that's a lot of money that's been lost for our CT-sided team right off the bat.
Yeah, and I mean, that was really close. As you can see, like I said, You're Welcome likes to play these Inferno really passive, and they execute really late. Now, 4v1, what they need to do is realize what just happened, save their smokes and grenades for these late executes if they don't want to play hyper-aggressive at the beginning. If they can shut them down in the last 30 seconds, it really rushes them to have to plant, which basically makes people panic, and then 41 can pick up more rounds easily instead of having it come down to a 1v1.
And it does look like we're already going to have a sort of an eco. We got 2 Deagles, 2 P250s, and a CZ for our T-side team. So first eco of the game. We're going to see how this is going to go. And after this round, we are going to hop out here, and we're going to head over to the Rude Boys game. We're going to take that one on. So after this round, we'll see how it pans out. I can't see it going away of You're Welcome right now, but they are going to have a straight-up B push. So let's see how this hole's going to go down. As here they come into sight. Tvu gets 1, Tvu gets 2. Zenith gets 2 more, and Tvu finishes up with the 5th. So that's going to be that. It's going to be 2-3. And now we're just going to go ahead and hop on over to the other match, which is going to be Rude Boys. And they're going to be playing. Who are they playing again? On T-site? Is that who we're playing up against?
Yep, it is. Right. And what server is it in? Do you know?
It is. Here, let me take a look at the IP real quick. It is going to be. Server 2.
Server 2? Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Server 2 is the one that we're heading to.
As much as I said that I wanted to see Rude Boys in T-side, I still do. That match in Inferno is a little bit closer. I mean, T-side won pistol, which I'm surprised about. So
Yeah, we
we'll maybe hop back into that one later.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see how it pans out. If we have time, we'll hop back. But this is definitely the one that's been requested by most of the people, as Leishu's going to pick up the first kill of this pistol round on the T side for T-site, putting them in favor to try and take this round. As RK's going to find one at ramp. He's going to take that guy out. That guy is going to be Don. I'm just going to call him Don. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. You can just deal with his name being Don for now. As it's going to be now 4v4. Pretty standard 2 hold and upper. Pretty standard hold 2 and upper. RK at ramp trying to hold off. He's going to drop as here comes the ramp push in from the CT or from the T team. Both those players are going to drop down into hell as they're going to get a fight. As Trippin's trying to get a kill here. He's not going to pick him up as he does get in a little bit of fight. Liquid trying to trade as well as 3 players are down ramp. They do have one still lurking at the ramp site. So we'll see if that guy lurking is able to pick up the rotates as there goes B-Fly flying into RK. He's going to find another player in vent. That's going to be Johnny 5 getting the kill. Trippin does take Leisha down though. They are going to get the plant. It's going to be 2 versus 3. Post-plant situation for our right now man advantage T-side, and it's going to be a 2-man advantage as B-Fly picks up another kill on the round, and it's going to be on Trippin as here comes Liquid into the vents. Can Liquid pick up the kill? No, he doesn't. Johnny 5 takes his second kill of the round, and that's going to be the first round of this game going to the T-sided team.
And here's another thing. Remember I was talking about in the last match we were just in about how I'm surprised it went to Inferno? I'm really surprised this match went to Nuke because I watched T-site yesterday and I was very impressed by their Nuke. I commented on it about 5 or 6 rounds straight about how impressed I was with some of their plays, and it got vetoed down to this map. This is where I think teams should be looking at the streams or like the VODs that have happened to make sure that like they're not in these type of situations where they're playing against a really good team against a map that they prefer to play. Like I actually think T-site might actually win this one.
It's gonna be an interesting to pan out. From what I remember, they went into overtime, double overtime, in fact, in the match that I casted. But they definitely had a decently strong T-side. Are we paused?
I think we are paused right now.
At first, I was watching someone in lobby, and I was like, "This person is the most patient person in the world. He's not moving at all." But we are in a pause right now.
Yeah, and I think it did go to overtime. I don't remember who they were playing against. I want to say it was against 4v1P. I could be wrong there. I think they were against this, in my opinion, a stronger team. So I'm gonna say T-site takes this game. Like let's go with like a 16-12, 16-13, somewhere around there. I just think T-site's gonna be able to take enough T-site rounds based off what I saw yesterday. I mean, I'm not the best at prediction.
I would probably say we're gonna go to 16-14, but alas, we are gonna be switching back to the other match.
Yeah,
so
we're
going back, dude. We're heading back to the other match. This one's in a pause. We're gonna head back over to the other map, which is a little bit farther ahead, and then we can probably tune back into this one depending on how it goes. So we'll jump back over to the Inferno match.
Jumping in right now. I'm a little bit behind you, but
it's okay. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna it's gonna be in favor right now. The CT sides are gonna be even back up in this one, but we are switching over due to the fact that the Rude Boys match is having a lot of issues with the server. Rude Boys and T-site are having issues with players and servers, so we're just going to go ahead and stay tuned for this one. And with the delays that one's experiencing, we'll probably be able to get back into that one. So right now we'll cast this one for you guys. We'll stick with this one until it's over, and then we'll go back if that one's still up in time. That's the plan for now. That's the plan of attack. We'll stay here. We're not going to give you guys a brain aneurysm because we're switching back and forth. But it is going to be 4v4 now, or 4.
That means they picked up one gun. That's good.
That's a step in the right direction. Last round was a save, or not a save, but a last round. Mr. Lee did save the opposite. He's going to be getting real aggressive in apartments this round. He's going to run into a couple players to see if he can hit the shot. No, he doesn't hit the shot, so he's surely going to go down, but he doesn't. He gets the 5-7 kill on Laz. that was a kill that Laz should have secured right off the bat there. He missed the quickscope, had all day to shoot at him with an AK, and he just didn't get the kill, as it is an aggressive sided strat as Razzle and Beartrap continue to push the CT side kills in their favor, as Panther and Tux going to be the last two left up. Now, against all 5 players of the other team, as bomb was dropped in alt mid or second mid, whichever you like to call it. I like to call it alt, but the bomb is going to be dropped over there as they do try and work back over to relocate it. Tux is about to run into Beartrap, though, in a second. And he is going to run into him, but with his wrong side facing him, his Beartrap is going to clean up the last 2 kills, and that's going to give the CT side the lead now, 5-4.
Yeah, and I mean, CTs are getting into the groove here. I just think they need to get warmed up. If you're, I don't know, I think Your Welcome needs to win a lot more T-side rounds just based off what I saw yesterday. Their CT was not aggressive enough to stop 4v1 going into a T-half. So if Your Welcome can't pick up about 8 rounds here, I think they might be in trouble.
As Tux is going to get a nade kill right off the bat. It was almost a deke. He hit him with the deke once, and then the nade took him down. As Tux is going to get a second kill with the CZ, picking up the M4, and there goes Doyle. He's going to go down though. But they've already done some damage for this being an eco round. They have 1 rifle in hand. Still got a couple of pistols. As Beartrap's going to continue his fragging, and he's going to take down Panther. It's going to be Tux and Laz now. Bomb is down in an awkward situation, as there goes Laz as well to Beartrap. So Beartrap just running train right now. I wish my school board worked, but there goes the kill to Tivu. It's going to be 6-4 now in favor of 4v1P.
Yeah, and I looked away for a second there, and I thought Your Welcome was going to be in a better position to maybe win that round, maybe slow it down, because they were up 3-4 at one point, or up 4-3. But it looks like CTs came back and got all those frags. Beartrap has been playing really well for them. I actually like his playstyle a lot. He did well yesterday. Looks like he's doing well today as well.
Yeah, he is definitely doing well. He just pieced the last player that he killed, Laz, straight through smoke. But we are going to have a kind of a not a full buy, because we have 2 Galils on the T side. But they're trying to make a play now, try and get this around in their favor. They got 2 Galils, as they're going to be going against an all-rifled CT team. As they are playing really passive. One player is pushed all the way up in the bedroom. That player is going to be Mr. Lee. He's got his M4 Zerka in hand, so we'll see what he can do with that. Standard B setup right now. 1 in B site, 1 across the way from him, over by the grill, kind of little corridor area. And we have another player getting one player by porch, and then 1 player kind of pushing up mid, looking like he's going to peek. That's going to be Beartrap. We'll see if Beartrap can continue his domination, but so far it looks like Tux is actually going to get the better of the trades. His 3 players are already real low for 4v1P, so this could be a round that goes in favor of Your Welcome if they can connect the frags right now. They do have 41 seconds, or 40 seconds, counting down now, to make something happen. As here comes the smokes in. They're going to smoke off that arch side, flash in, and they're going to go ahead and try and take it. As they smoked off the port side as well, they're just going to go through the smoke. Perfect flash, though, from the bomb site, which is going to completely take out Tux's site. We'll see if they can get a kill, though, get the first entry into the site. Razzle's going to get the first one, though, as it's going to be a perfect trade. 4 players down, no trades happening for Your Welcome, and it's going to leave it all on Laz, who is working arch side. He does get the kill on Beartrap, though, so he's got 8 seconds, and it looks like he's just going to have to try and save, because he doesn't have a chance to get the plant in the world, and he's just going to get rotated on. And we're going to see if he can survive here. He has 1 player from CT. He's not going to survive, so he's going to be broke. Rest in peace, Laz. Rest in peace, your money. He's going to be down to 1,400 now.
Yeah, and Your Welcome is playing kind of like they did yesterday, which doesn't seem to be working as well against 4v1, because they're playing so passive that they're making it very obvious where they're going in the last 20 seconds. And when you know where they're going to be going, it's very easy to react to them. So I think Your Welcome needs to change it up here, maybe get a little bit of aggression, get a little bit of control of some other parts of the map they're not getting control of.
As you say that, it looks like they're going to be trying to do their pistol strap, but they do get Molotoved off. It was almost like it was they knew what was going to happen. Beartrap's already going to get 1 kill. They're going to do with Mr. Lee in apartment. There goes Mr. Lee getting 1, but immediately going down. Razzle trades it, though. So now just 2v4. We've got a Deagle on Soup and a P250 on Doyle. He's going to see Beartrap in window. He's not going to be able to get the kill. He's going to get aim punched out. As here comes Soup trying to get the 1 dig. Doesn't connect with it, and that kill is traded by Tivu in mid.
Yeah, nice attempt at the pistol there, but that Molotov, very random Molotov. Like I've not seen very many Hall Molotovs that deep, and it actually worked out really well stalling them. So good play by whoever threw that Molotov for 4v1 there.
Yeah,
And you're welcome to really step it up here soon. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say it absolutely destroyed their round because they were gonna do their train run apps. They were just gonna run straight out of apps, and maybe it would have caught Mr. Lee in apps, but he just Molotoved it off, just completely stopped all advances. As Mr. Lee, speaking of him, gets the first kill of the round on Soup, so that's gonna put the round in favor of 4v1P right off the bat, which is the way it's been going for the last few rounds since we tuned in. To be honest. The last round that You're Welcome won was the round that we tuned in on, which was an op save, or like a saved round, as the bomb had already been planted, and it was just Mr. Lee holding on to his op, and with like 3 or 4 players up. So here it comes. It looks like we're going to have sort of a B fake right now. 2 players faking up towards B. They're not going to go in. They do get them to use their smoke. They use one of their own and a couple flashes. They do still have 3 smokes on their side. But they are going to have to figure out what they want to do. Being a man down, they don't have any entries. They don't have any picks off the bat. And that's really one of the things that you need to have, is Doyle's going to be fighting in middle. He's not going to connect with anything, but he is going to get Mr. Lee all the way down to 13 HP. But they are both relatively low, just 10 HP separating the 2 of them. But we are going to see, maybe they need to get, what I was saying before, was they need to try and get some entry kills. If they're going to sit back, and that was a terrible flash by Zenith, but if they're going to try and sit back, and as they push into B, try and take the site here. Here they come in. One's going to go down. Zenith isn't going to get another one, though, but Tivu does trade. So 2 players left up, and it looks like it's all going to be on Tivu as he gets 2 5-7 kills to finish off the round. But
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, if they're going to be running this slow strat, they need to get picks, and that's not what they're doing at all. They're getting picked opposed to getting picks. So.
Exactly, and Florida picked up on this, and they're falling back on the side, just playing like basic crossfires. I mean, when you don't have to over peek it like that, you can just hold the site down with a single, like 2 people back new box and back emo should be able to shut down 5 terrorists. But when there's 20 seconds left, you can just flash, hold those angles, and then you've got a round.
And this round, they almost got the first pick off the start of this round. Tivu knocked all the way down to 22 HP, but it is going to be a really broken buy to try and pick up this round for You're Welcome. We got a P250 in armor. Everyone else has armors, and then Soup has a scout. We'll see if he gets anything nutty going on with the scout. It is going to be a lash. He does have 1 player mid. He's not going to hit him, as he's going to get tagged up by a nade. That player is trying to peek him again. It's going to be bear trap, but he's not going to do so. So that bomb is, again, over by the little porch thing in middle, the little half wall. So that could be an issue that could arise there. But we're going to see. I mean, they're not going for anything. They're not pushing up. They're not trying to get any picks. I mean, they got a little tag on the Bs. They are going to be trying to work towards the B again. So maybe they think, well, I hurt that one guy at B. We can probably try and push up and get this round, but unless they take advantage of it right now, which I'm sure they're going to get counter flashed and smoked off as soon as they're seen here. We're going to have one dude on spools as there comes the counter smoke to just kind of shut them off. As Tux is just going to go straight through as they smoked it off. And here they come into the site. They're going to flash in, nade in, and there's 2 kills from Tivu. Double 1 clicks. There's his 3rd, but there's a scout kill in return from Soup. Here they come pushing into the site. Can Tivu get another? No, both kills are traded. Here comes Bear Trap through the smoke trying to take down that bomb player. No scope does not kill Bear Trap, though, and the bomb's going to be down with 7 seconds, and it's all going to be on Tux, and he's not going to get that round, and it's going to be 10-4.
This is what I'm talking about, like, down to the wire every single time. I mean, there are certain teams who can do this. I mean, we've seen iBuyPower and other tournaments do this very well. In the last 20 seconds, they execute, and they get the bomb down, like, at a good percent of the time. But not all teams can do that. In a situation like this, it seems like they're getting rushed. They're peeking wider angles, and then 4v1 can just hold down tight angles and frag them out when it comes down to the last like 10 or 15 seconds. So, I mean, at this point, 4 rounds is decent on Inferno, but from what I saw yesterday, I don't see You're Welcome maybe not even getting to what I predicted is the 8 rounds, actually.
Yeah, I did predict him with 11, and I'm kind of regretting that at this point, since they're not showing. You know, I've heard of Tux before, and I know he's a pretty decent player. I know he's pretty good at this game, but off the top of my head, I don't know the other players. Some of them are using some weird aliases that they don't normally use, but they are a capable team. They're just the fact that they're pugging it is not helping them at all.
I agree. I just don't think they're adapting that well right now. I mean, if your executions late into the round aren't working, you have to change it up right away. You don't have time to just hope that it works out next time in a LAN event.
Yeah, and you definitely, if you are going to pug, you need to at least get some time playing online with your teammates, as Tux is going to get the first kill of the round. So that's the first time they got an entry kill. Bear Trap, though, immediately trades. Soup does trade back, though, so they are going to have the round advantage so far. 1 player in pit. Can Tux get another? He does, as it's now going to be in favor of You're welcome taking this last round. Here comes Mr. Lee coming in. He flicks over and kills Tux, though, trying to kill the bomb planter. That was a pretty interesting frag from him, though, as they are going to have a 4v1. Zenith, last one up. He's going to have to go for it. It is the last round. He is full HP, but it's going to be a lot to ask for him to get this round. If he can pick up the guy in pit, he does have a chance, but I don't think he's going to get that guy in pit. He does get the one inside jumping up, though, but he can't turn around and finish the guy in pit. That was a pretty sweet frag. He jumped up there, almost killed him before he landed, but immediately got traded by the pit player.
And that round actually is exactly what I was talking about. Like, I wish they did that 2 or 3 rounds ago. Like, all right, so here's an example of what you should be doing in LAN or any scenario in CSGO. You establish what you're going to do on it, like a gun round. They see that if 4v1 sees that you're late executing, they're going to adjust. So once they adjust, you adjust back by saying, let's just split up like Arch and like Lane, which they did right there. It was at 45 seconds, wasn't down to the last 20 seconds. And they won that round pretty easily. Those are just adjustments that you need to like make on the fly right away instead of waiting 4 or 5 rounds, because you're losing those rounds if you don't adjust to the other opposing team's adjustments.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And it looks like we're going to see a page out of your Welcome's playbook. It's just going to be a haul and push down into the side. We're going to get 1-2 kills already coming in. So they took the note that we got destroyed on this pistol, so let's use it against them, as they've already got the site and they're already going to get the bomb plant before your Welcome even knows what happens. They're just chilling in sight, and before you know it, their own strat's getting used on them. It's going to be 5v3 post plant opportunity right now, as it looks like this pistol is going to go in favor. Rest in peace, Zenith. He's going to get burned to death, trapped by a molly, and Tux comes in and trades. So it's down to a 3-on-3, so this is capable. They don't have the defuse kit, though, to take it, so maybe they can just get the kills, get some extra money, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it at all, as they're going to have too many players to deal with, and it's all going to be on Soup trying to get those exits. He doesn't get any of the players, though, and it's going to be 11-5 round score now. And
I liked 41's strat there. Actually, I like going halls on Inferno a lot, just because if teams ever play in pit or on ground, you're shooting at a high angle that you're not likely to get a headshot on. People don't realize that, but that plays into a huge factor when holding a site. If you're ever going to be holding halls, you should be in halls itself with a pistol, not in pit unless if you're doubled up together and playing for them to jump down on you. There's just too many angles. If teams have the if they're above you at an angle, it's just easy for them to headshot you. It's just that simple.
Yeah, and it's also about limiting the range too when you're on T pistol.
Very
the
true.
Glock is supreme at close range opposed to either of the CT pistols, starting pistols that you can get. And the only time you see them lose pistols is when they give that opportunity for that player to one-tap them. Like when they put them at a long range, or just something amazing happens pretty much from the CT side. But if you give them that range to get him one-tapped, as we are going to see Razzle getting the first kill, but he's going to go down after jumping on truck. It is an armor buy, though. So you're welcome trying to get this round. They're going to have 2 players in pit. Let's see what those 2 pistols can do for him. As Panther's going to be 1, he is going to tag him down, tag that player in the abs, which is going to be Bear Trap down to 8 HP, as it is going to be traded. Here comes Bear Trap into the pit. Can he get the kill? He is going to find the pill, but not before Last trades it. But it's all going to be up to Soup, as it's going to be 3 versus 5. They are all capable of getting 1 degged. Let's see if he can connect the kills. He's not going to get the first one because he doesn't have armor. He's going to get aim punched out of that. And I think he's just going to try and hold him into the site. And he's going to look away from where Bear Trap is. Bear Trap's about to clean up the kill on him. And that he does, making it 12-5. And now they're going to have to full save to be able to buy in the next round.
Yeah, pretty standard round there. I mean, these kind of disperse around brackets and kind of pinch them into pit and whatnot. I'm not a huge fan of playing passive on any ecos, to be honest. I mean, if you're just sitting in pit, you're just giving them the opportunity to crunch you. You have to kind of get map control. I mean, on gun rounds and eco rounds, I think if you split push on something and control like an apartments or banana, you have a better shot of winning a round than just getting picked off. You have to be aggressive in this game at all times. Even when you're defending, you have to be aggressive.
Well, it looks like we're going to have some sort of a special strat here for our CT side. They are all at banana. Unfortunately, the bomb right now is over in alt mid. So.
Yeah, oh man, that's rough.
So as soon as the T's figure out is here comes the pain train coming down banana, they're going to run into T-Vu and they get the first kill right off the bat. They're going to have to deal with Bear Trap with an excellent 8 and it's going to clear out Laz. Here they come around the corner trying to pick up Bear Trap, and Tux gets the second kill, clearing up 2 so far. As they're going to have 2 AKs now, or 2 Galils rather. I'm sorry, 2 AKs. What did I say, Galils? They got 2 AKs. The 2 Galils are going to be up on 4v1P. As here comes Soup just trying to kind of make some noise, and he's going to get wrecked. And so is Doyle. And those 2 AKs are going to be saved They're not going to be safe. They're going to be pushing and they're going to die with them. Never mind.
I'm actually surprised they went there after the 2 pistols drop. I mean, that was a really good attempt by You're Welcome. I mean, I want to see more of that by You're Welcome. Like, they're capable of doing these creative strats, and then, like, you can't wait around for people to make plays on you. You need to make plays on them. And that's a situation where they went banana with 5 of them, pushed down, got 2 AKs, and then you're in a situation where you might be able to win. You need to see more of that on CT side, and we're not seeing it right now. That's why we see a 13-5 score.
Yeah, and it's beyond me why they didn't save those 2 AKs.
Agreed.
That was definitely a moment where they could have saved them, and then it's much easier to hold positions with an AK than it is to hold with an M4. I mean, I would much rather have an AK over either of the M4s on any day. I'm trying to hold something, unless I'm just trying to play that. As there's gonna be the first kill from Panther, and so he gets aggressive and takes the first kill of the round. But unless I'm hiding in like a really silly spot with a silenced M4 and people can't find me, that's about the only time that I would pick an M4 over an AK. But it is going to be a player advantage for our CT team as they try and claw their way back into this match. Unfortunately, it's not looking likely as Tivu's going to get the first kill of the round, as they are going to run to Tux on top of that box when they try and push in. As here it comes. Tux isn't pushed up enough to see Tivu because Tivu came around that corner. He could have picked him up, but he wasn't far enough out on the box to see his little head, as all 4 players are now over by the B site, and there's no rotate so far from the CT time side. They're just leaving Tux there all by himself. As here comes the push in. He's going to see one. He's not going to get either because Tivu just ran too close to the box and got right underneath him. And now it's going to be a rotate coming in, and now it's going to be 3 versus 5. And this isn't going to go well at all for You're Welcome. As they haven't played the typical post plant spots that just shut everything down, which is going to be Noob and Emo. But they do trade one. They're going to trade another. And it's going to be all up to, I believe it's Panther now. As he tries to get into the site, he's going to have to deal with 2 people outside of the site. He's going to get one. He gets a nice flick shot. He's going to come in. He doesn't have a defuse kit, so he has to get this kill on Raz. And here he comes trying to pick up the kill. He doesn't get the kill. He doesn't have the time to defuse. Can he get the kill? No, he doesn't. And now it's going to be just another round in favor of 4v1P.
Yeah, and that was a nice try by You're Welcome there. You got the initial entry, too, and there's so many times where I feel people should get an initial entry and not fall back so much, kind of contain the area. I'm not saying aggress more. I'm just saying fall back a tiny bit so you can, like, that area should be clear for a while. And you can listen to where people are running so you can get the intel, which I don't know. I felt like Panther fell back a lot there. I wasn't really expecting him, but once you go up in a pick when it's 14-5 or 13-5, you need to kind of like play more aggressive and not play the passive role.
Yeah, sometimes you can do that, but if you get one, you can also put on the fact that you can put your whole team in a passive setup now, and they don't have the advantage of pushing all 5 to a position. That may have been his train of thought, and in the end, it didn't work out for him. And then what I really think what got him on that last round is we are just seeing a standard eco, 3 players already down. Panther does get 1 in return, and he's going to immediately get taken down by Mr. Lee, who just flicks over and takes him out. But they didn't rotate for Tux by B. Like, Tux saw the flashes, he saw the smokes come in on a fake. All 3 players stayed home at A. And then when they came back there, you know, they didn't ever rotate one. There wasn't really one like in Arch that could rotate quick or someone who could get over there and help him. And he just got left alone and then way too exposed in sight. As it's going to be now match point for 4v1P. He was just way too exposed sitting out on top of that box. I don't know what he was expecting to do if like all 3 of them pushed in, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
As we are going to see 4-4s and an op for our CT-sided team, as it looks like unless they can pull off a miracle here, it's going to be their exit from the LAN. They are going to be really, really passive, to be honest. They got 2 players in pit, 1 player in library for their CT side right now, and then the other 2 players are just kind of up in B. So
I just want to point out here, this is like, I feel like I'm harping on the fact they play so passive, but look how they're giving up bracket control. Like, you can't just give up bracket control like this all the time, especially when it isn't working for you CT. I mean, I'm all for playing passive. I think I'm actually overall a passive player, but you just can't give them brackets. You have to at least show some aggression so they have to waste nades getting up. Something like that. Not so that they just give it to them so they can waste all their nades on an execute up close.
Yeah, and if you're gonna try and play somewhere like Pit, you don't want to be where Panther is. Like, I mean, that's a good spot for holding things, but as soon as they figure out you're playing passive, like you're saying,
The one and done.
Yeah, 1 and done. He's already got down to 51 HP because they just, you know, he's got to be in Pit. They just throw a freaking nade in there, and he's down to 51 HP. So
And that only happens because they don't have bracket control at all. See,
Yeah,
there's another nade. They could just
100%.
walk up and nade stack it.
And there goes Panther too. Is he's going to be down and out of the fight, putting his team in a disadvantage, and that's not necessarily his fault completely. It's the call against it. It's the call of the team to go super passive. Is they're going to have a B push coming in, and let's see if they can hold. There is going to be a smoke down there, I believe. I can't really tell. No, there was not a smoke down there. I thought maybe we had a little bit of lag as Tux is going to get Molotoved out. I didn't know if we had like a GoTV smoke lag, but the way I believe it was, Doyle was shooting at him. It was like there was smoke or something. I wasn't really sure.
Yeah. This looks like it's probably going to be the last round for him.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see if Soup can make a retake. He gets taken down. It's going to be on Laz. Here he comes in trying to get the kill. He's going to see Tivu. Tivu's surely going to pick up this one, and he does. 16-5. And now we're going to hop back over to that Rude Boys match. I believe it is Rude Boys and T-Side.
What server number is that again? Is that 1 or 2?
That's going to be server 2. We were just